Street in Reseda in late March claimed the life of a 60-year-old man who was getting out of his work truck when someone drove up and shot him to death. It's just one of the dozens of inexplicable tragedies that have driven up LA's murder rate this year. By mid-March, the number in LA had risen 30%. By the end of last week, 81 people had lost their lives to violence this year.
We followed as the men delivered flowers and cards to Wactor's North Hollywood apartment door. They are devastated and also outraged at what they describe as a failing criminal justice system in Southern California.
It feels like this is just tolerated. It feels like this is just accepted as normal.
Why don't we give the keys to the city to the criminals? That's where we're at now in Los Angeles. I've been in LA for 25 years. I've never seen it this bad, and now a friend of ours is dead.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone had a wonderful day. I'll be doing some changes around the channel in a few weeks' time. Give me some time, and I'll have that fixed. But more on a more important matter. We have a Hollywood actor that was just killed the other day, yesterday essentially, by some thugs that were trying to steal a cardiac converter from him, and they shot him dead. And this is just all in the great utopia world of LA, to where we think that this is the perfect place to be, right? Like, these are the safe havens, these are the places that we want to be, and as you can see from the news report, people are quite angry about this. Without further ado, I will show you the actual report here. We have this. It says General Hospital stars react to Johnny Wactor's shocking death, state of disbelief and complete sadness. The cast of General Hospital lost one of their own. Johnny Wactor was shot and killed in Los Angeles Saturday by a trio of armed robbers who were trying to steal a catalytic converter from his car. The actor, who was 37, shielded his female co-worker from the thieves when he was brutally gunned down. Wactor played Brando Corbin in 164 episodes of General Hospital between 2020 and 2022 before his character was written off the show. Following the news of his death, many of his former co-stars released statements on social media to mourn the tragic loss. Kristen Storms, who was played Maxie Jones since 2005, shared a heartbreaking tribute to Wactor on Instagram and all that stuff too. So this is a shocking thing for a lot of people here, and I hate to say it like this, guys. I really, really do. But why is it taking everybody like 4 years to figure this out exactly? Like, I'm not quite understanding what's going on here, because this has been going on for at least 40 years, if not potentially more. And now you guys are finally speaking out because an actor actually legitimately died. Now, I'm glad that the news is coming out for at least this time around for once. And, that's what's coming out now, and that's the important thing. Better sooner than later. But this is a tragedy. And this is what's been going on in LA. I think people that have been onto my channel and stuff like that have seen me cover news in LA, you guys know that it's been happening for a while now. This is not just a one-time occurrence. And people are getting fed up with the actual amount of crime here. And so I'm going to show you the actual response to one of his relatives that has a lot to say on this matter. Take a look.
LA had to do this, and I'm hoping that change some legislation to prevent this from happening. These criminals can't keep being on the street, and they can't keep being sent back and have no repercussions for their actions. If the person who did this, if you're watching, I'm sorry, but you shot the wrong guy. You could get a real job. I know the job market's hard, but we're all in it together. You don't have to steal. Especially take a life over it. Human life is disregarded too easy, guys. We gotta make some changes as a community. We gotta support each other and come together. Maybe that's what Johnny's gift is for us. Maybe he's gifting that to all of us, because he was full of gifts.
It's like I said numerous times before, and many times over and over again, people have to experience horrible tragedy in order to actually see the reality that is among them. And unfortunately for us, or for them, and rather, not really for us, they had to experience horrible tragedy in order for them to wake up and realize. But I think this woman here seems to realize or know that the tragedy is here. The tragedy is right at her doorstep. She's seen it, she just wasn't vocal about it. And this is what we have to expect from, companies and, or not companies, but these democratic states. We all know these democratic states are extremely soft on crime. They let crime go. They're pretty much crime apologists at this point. And the only people that have to suffer about it is, again, the American people, the citizens that have to deal with this bullcrap. Now, I understand that a lot of people voted for this, but this is not the time for that now. I understand that these people voted for these tragedies, and this is a wake-up call. And again, a massive wake-up call. What we have here is a simple matter of fact of tragedy that just doesn't need to be here. Now, here's another thing that people probably need to start knowing too. This is from the quartering here, and it says, some POS was stealing his Cadillac converter and killed him over it. News, his mistake, unreal. And this is what one of the news outlets have said to him. It says, soap starts fatal mistake. General Hospital star 37 is shot dead in LA after a fatal mistake. And this is what the media does, right? This is what the media has to portray something like this. Is that that they have to start saying, oh, the person that got robbed, oh, it's his mistake that he got robbed. Yeah, that's his problem. Oh, by the way, you over there, you're the person that's walking down the street and got shot? Yeah, that's your fault. Like, this is disgusting behavior from the media outlet. This is, again, from Data Racer saying, TMZ reported for LAPD told Wactor's mother that he didn't try to intervene. Johnny didn't try to fight or stop them, but the man shot him anyways before taking off. Murdered in cold blood over a 300-yard car park, California has always had ultra-liberal emissions requirements. And that's what's going on. It's like, I can't stand these journalists, guys. I can't stand these bloody journalists because they are the problem. Our society is going into a downhill. These people will say a guy that gets shot and killed, he's the problem. It was his mistake that he did it. How about it's not his mistake? How about it's the criminal that shot this man in cold blood and now the family has to pick up the pieces because the media has to say, oh, the man that got robbed is the one that is his mistake. It's his fault. He did it. It's like, it's completely disgusting. I can't stand this crap. It is really getting on my nerves on how the media has to keep on portraying these things as a straight out, just constant lie. It's disgusting and it needs to stop. So what we have here is obviously a star dead, and I hate to see it this way, but luckily, unfortunately, the people are waking up in LA at least from the looks of it, and the people are outraged, the family is outraged, and as they should be, and this is another dark tragedy that we have to talk about because, again, it can all be solved with a simple switch of just changing policies and being harder on crime, not soft. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted, cause it's algorithmic disease, the social media.